Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Nightmare Frontier. This is a game that recently released on Steam's Early Access program for about 20 bucks or so. There is a 25% launch discount until June 30th, 2025. Now I stress Early Access. That means everything that you're about to see is subject to change. There is a demo, so you can try it before you buy it. Now, first off, I do love the fact that there are multiple difficulty settings. There's relaxing, challenging, brutal, and nightmarish. And this is sort of advertised as an extraction, tactical, turn-based game, similar to XCOM if you've played that. And I was like, oh great, another XCOM clone. It's really not an XCOM clone. It really does some cool, unique things, and I'm actually really digging it. So that whole stigma of, oh, it's just another one of those, well, it's quite different. So the gist of this game is, again, I kind of hinted at the word extraction. You're going to pick a location and you're going to go on a raid. And this raid consists of going across several levels. Each level, at least every combat level, you'll be able to choose a number of your people to put down to start in, like a starting location. And your goal is just to wipe out the enemies that are in that area. And in the beginning, these areas are relatively small. You'll face off against maybe 2 or 3 enemies and off you go. And these arena-like encounters typically take all of 1 or 2 minutes, which is good for me because I'm a busy guy. So I love that these combat encounters are pretty quick, assuming that you figure out or puzzle out the best way to take care of these enemies very quickly. But it's got that Slay the Spire-like system where, you can branch off in different directions and you can get bonuses if you go here. You can get max party members +1 if you go over here. You'll get a nice cool looking hat if you go over this way. So there's different ways to approach these raids, but you can back out at certain key points, and I'll show you that later. But ideally, again, the primary crux is this is a turn-based game. You're going to be trying to puzzle out using each individual person's special actions. Like one guy has a rifle that can pretty much he does a lot of damage. I don't know if it's an insta-kill kind of thing or just because I have it on a more relaxed setting, but he insta-kills everything I shoot at, but he can only use that once per battle, so it's like a one-off sniper kind of ability. But this game also has this unique, push system where when you attack something, it pushes them into a wall and they do even more damage. So you want to try and corner them and then hit them if you can. But I love that there's a rewind system, and you can do that as much as you want. So if you don't like a particular way an encounter goes during your turn, you can rewind everything, assuming you haven't hit end turn yet, and try it again from a different angle. And I've done that several times. So like I said, this is a very puzzly kind of tactical game where you're trying to make use of everyone's skills and doing it in the right order. All of those things contribute to whether or not you can one-off all of these guys or if you're going to take some damage. And your guys can't take a whole lot of punishment, so you kind of have to get it right the first time if you can swing it. But yeah, you're going to be earning loot, you're going to be earning resources, a whole number of different things. And as I indicated, this is an extraction, so at certain points in this run, you'll be given the option to leave, which is probably preferable to dying, because again, when you die, you lose all of your loot, I think except for what you're holding at that point in time. So it doesn't hurt to back out and then regather and try it again. So this game has roguelite elements to that effect, but it's less skill tree based, like in Gunfire Reborn. It's more gear based. You'll be able to spend resources to upgrade your gear, for example. So you're going to be getting more powerful as you go on these runs. You back out, you go back in, you back out, you go back in, you back out. Eventually, you'll earn the resources necessary to get more and more powerful and take on the more tougher enemies. I have yet to completely clear an entire, city. You pick locations. But yeah, I love the idea of your loot being the primary driving force. I mean, it takes some getting used to, because I am used to games where you've got these massive skill trees. I prefer massive skill trees when I play these kinds of games, but the gear is cool too. So yeah, I like that you're going to find different people along the way. I like that you're going to set different party members, and each one has different abilities. One has a rifle, one has a gun. You can equip them with different RPG like equipment and give them more slots. But that's the general gameplay flow, really. And as I indicated earlier, you can upgrade your gear as you go. So if you pick up a standard set of boots, you can spend your resources. You'll get like scrap and this nightmare essence. You can spend those resources to make your items more powerful. So rather than wait for a green item to drop, which you can if you want to, you can take the existing items that you have and upgrade those instead. So it's up to you on how you want to approach it, but I do like that there is an upgrade element to this. So do I recommend it? I mean, I don't think I've played other games by this developer. I could be wrong about that. I vaguely remember playing Hard West way back when, and I don't know if it was Hard West 1 or Hard West 2, I don't remember. But I played one of them, and it was okay. But this game, I like that it respects my time in the sense that these arena battles typically don't take very long. I like I like that it's not like XCOM in the sense that each level takes 45 minutes to play because there's like, say, 24 enemies on the map and you've got to systematically take them out. Save scum. Like, there's none of that. These arena battles are quick. So you're either going to do really good or really bad. you know? But I look forward to seeing all the different enemy types. Like, I thought the Wendigo was cool. I thought this spider with the guns was cool. And then I came across this freaking puppet thing that just, I wasn't expecting it, but it launched itself into the air and landed right next to my guy and beat the crap out of him. And I died almost instantly. So you're going to be coming across new enemies, especially on the harder difficulty settings. They mutate and get these new abilities. So depending on your preferred difficulty, you'll see these enemies do really cool, unique things. So it'll keep you busy for a while, I think. Again, I play on casual because, I've got a crap ton of games to cover and not a whole lot of time to do it. So I prefer casual, but yeah, check it out if you can on a harder difficulty setting if you're one of those people that enjoy doing that, to see the mutations, to see what cool things happen. So yeah, I do recommend this game. It is 25% off right now, $15. Again, I have to stress early access, things are always subject to change, but this developer does have a history of making these games and doing it well, so I don't think there's too much of a risk there. This is Vince, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.